Pagenaud, drive for Mario Shank Racing. In the IndyCar series, I won the 2016 IndyCar Championship and more recently the 2019 Indianapolis 500, which I'm really proud of. And lastly, the 2021 Daytona 24 Hours. I've only wore Arai helmet my entire career since I was a little kid. So when I came to the US in 2006, Nick Minassian, a good friend of mine that was wearing Arai also his entire career, put me in touch with Hiro Kimura at Arai, and I contacted Hiro and said, listen, I'm just starting in the US, I need some help, and I've only wore the Arai helmet. I'd love to be an ambassador for the brand. And it started in 2006 and all the way until now. So I'm very happy. In general, it's like a shoe. It's very difficult to jump from one brand to another, especially when it fits so well. For me, the Arai helmet's always been the helmet I feel the safest with. And by that, it's a little bit like when you sit in your car, you buy a car, you sit in it and you feel like, you know, the door comes up to your shoulder, you feel safe. I feel exactly the same way with my Arai helmet. And you know, I've gone through all the iteration from, I believe I started with the GP3 and now we're at the GP7. And I tell you, what I really love about Arai is their response to be the best at what they do. You know, if I have a problem, I just let them know, hey, we need to work on weight, we need to work on airflow, we need to work on, you know, fogging in the rain or things like that. Right away, there's a response to it, and to me, it means everything. Arai has been so loyal to me, and you know, when it comes time to continue our relationship, that loyalty means a lot for the driver, but also for Arai. So we've been working, obviously, there's been a big evolution in the helmet airflow, especially with the aero screen in IndyCar. All of a sudden we found ourselves in an enclosed car with no air circulating. So IndyCars are very, very physical cars with no power steering, and we needed to find a way to get more airflow into the helmet so I could breathe better and don't feel as hot. And I don't know if you know this, but the heat brings about 20% more stress to your brain and body. So we did some research on, you know, the foam, how to get better air into the helmet, better contact to the skin also. And I must say I'm really happy now, but it's been a great process that I've really enjoyed being part of. My design on my helmet is very simple. It goes back to when I was 3 years old. Like, I got on the quad or ATV. My dad would let me do that, rental ATVs, and the first helmet I wore was red with a blue stripe on the side. And I've always loved red color. My dad always had red cars. So Michael Schumacher is also one of my idols. So I designed a helmet around the red colors, and I wanted something that popped, that wasn't too complicated, was simple, straight to the point. So I have those lines, and I just love it. I have one little thing that's quite funny. Is I have a soda pop on top, and that means when it's time to qualify, I pop the brain off and I go and unplug and go for the qualifying. It is very important to have that relationship with the factory, directly to Arai Japan, directly obviously with the rep in the US. It makes it very responsive. Like if you have one problem, 5 minutes later there's a solution. And really in racing, it's a fast-paced world. You have to react really fast. We need a solution tomorrow, because if you have a problem, then it takes away from your concentration driving. For example, at the Indy Grand Prix, it rained, it poured. I had no fog, I had no rain on the visor. I had a lot of air going into the helmet. It was perfect. So compared to other drivers, visibility might have been difficult, but you know, I felt like I had an advantage when it came to the helmet situation. So to me, preparation is everything, and Arai provides me that.